I don't know about you, but I'm amazed at how many who are trying to excuse themselves from responsibility before God by repeating what they think is a disqualifier in God's character. Bad things happening in our world, God not fixing all our mistakes. The list goes on, but the truth is very different. When we spend personal time investigating God's character and in interventions, listen, all of our accusations fall flat. Notice just one in Philippians chapter number 2, verses 5 through 8. It says this, it says, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus, who being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and made himself in the likeness of men. And being found in the fashion of men, humbled himself, and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross." And so Paul is inspired to speak in defense of God by noting the lengths God went to make forgiveness and salvation possible, that restoration into a right relationship with God. See, God was fully aware that we had chosen sin instead of his greatness. He knew there was no path we could take to fix our own failures. So he took it upon himself. He made our world perfect for us. He set us in the midst of it sin free. But the first time we were offered an opportunity or a choice, we chose not to trust God, but instead trusted another voice. It's called the serpent in the Old Testament, a voice that told us that God was keeping us from happiness. You know, we're still using that same excuse today, or that same mantra, that God is holding something back from us that we should rightfully have to enjoy. We're talking about sinful lifestyle choices, sinful behavior, sinful ways of living that God has said no to. And yet we think that he's holding us back from happiness. Listen, we look around and we blame him while still choosing to live by our own rules. What's crazy is that God's love wouldn't allow him to leave us that way without hope. So he paid the price for our forgiveness through his son Jesus. He will credit your account if you will stop with the blaming and the excuses and believe. Sin is living outside of his holy standard, and it's costly. But God gave his only begotten son for all who believe, and he will save you too. And so my encouragement to you today is to believe. Have a great day.